What's up, everybody? It's your boy AC, and welcome to another edition of LA Sports Live. Man, it's been a little over 24 hours since the NBA free agency started. It's been a crazy ass 24 hours. I think they said been something like $3 billion, $3 billion worth of contracts signed over the last 24 hours by NBA free agents. Crazy. Just an update on who still has money or who still has a decent amount of money left. LA Lakers still sitting there with a little over 30, almost $33 million in salary cap. Clippers still have quite a bit of money. And I think it's just three teams: Lakers, Clippers, and I think they said Dallas still has a little bit of money left. Everybody else pretty much has spent their money. A lot of big name free agents have went off the board. Of course, everybody knows KD and Kyrie going to and DeAndre Jordan going to the Nets. The Knicks, I told you they was gonna strike out as far as some of the big names. I think the biggest name they got is Julius Randle, so I'm happy for him, a former Laker. I believe he signed a 3-year deal worth a little over $60 million. And then they got a bunch of who knows what. I think they signed like maybe 6 or 7 players. I mean, if we're going to talk about the Knicks, actually, it kind of looks like they have a plan because they did not commit contracts no longer than maybe 2 years. I think most of those guys got 2 years with a 1-year option. So they may be saving their money for a couple years for who knows who, maybe a free agent then. But the point is, they didn't get none of the big dogs. And I think, finally, the writing's on the wall. In order for any big name free agents to go to the Knicks, don't got to sell that team. For whatever reason, look, they rather go to the Nets. The Nets! They rather go to the Nets than fool with the Knicks, who had about damn near $60 million in salary cap room. It's crazy. What else that happened? Who else made out? Celtics, they pulled out a nice move. They got Kemba. It's gonna make them much better. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not really too high on the young talent of the Boston Celtics. Tatum, Brown, to me, I don't think they were as good as as what the Lakers had at the time. Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma, but time will tell. I don't see them finishing next year. I don't see them finishing too much higher than what they were this year. They may be. I think they may be a 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference next year, maybe. Who else made out well? Another former Laker, D'Angelo Russell. We all know that he's not worth the money they got, but hey, man, you can't hate on somebody who gets paid. D'Lo got over $100 million. He's headed to the Golden State Warriors, but there is talk about they're gonna move him to another team, so we have to stay tuned for that. Clippers, right now it looks like the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Toronto Raptors are pretty much in a holding pattern for Kawhi to wait and see what Kawhi wants to do. The latest reports are that Kawhi did speak with Magic, or at least Kawhi's representatives did speak with Magic Johnson, who no longer works for the Lakers. But anyhow, they did speak with him over the phone, and they had some conversation. I understand he has some concerns about the Lakers. He probably wouldn't have that many concerns about the Lakers. Magic wouldn't have went out there and bumped his gums on national TV. But anyway, I heard he had some concerns about the Lakers, and he had some questions. Some really basic stuff that I'm pretty sure those questions would have been answered whenever he does meet formally with the team. When he meets formally with the Lakers, they should tell him, you can bring who the hell you want to take care of you. You can sign for whatever kind of damn contract you want. 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever you want to do. I'm thinking that he probably is going to take 2 years and then wait till he's 30 so he can get that super max, but I don't know. But I would just tell him, bring who you want to bring to train you, take care of your body, whatever contract you want to sign, whatever, just whatever they need to do to get him. Uh, like I said, the Lakers in the holding pattern for him. Clippers, they haven't really made. I think they picked up one player, Harkless. It's one big move that the Clippers made, but the Lakers, like I said, the Lakers, Clippers, and Toronto are pretty much in a holding pattern to wait and see, what Kawhi's going to do. Another interesting side note is Kawhi's teammate Danny Green. He's pretty much in a holding pattern, and I think if Kawhi decides to go back to Toronto, I'm pretty sure he'll go back to Toronto. If Kawhi decides to go elsewhere, then I think we'll probably see quickly that Danny Green will more than likely probably sign to whoever can pay him the most money. Or maybe he might take lesser money to come to LA. I don't know. I don't think so, but we'll see. Another surprising thing that I saw was Jimmy Buckets signing with Miami. And now I understand that Philly did offer him max, but it must have been something going on in Philly that he just decided he went out. He's headed to Miami. Miami also just traded Whiteside, so Whiteside's out of there. So Miami, Pat Riley, they're out there making moves. But for whatever reason, Jimmy Buckets went out of Philly, so he's out of there. So that's pretty much. I don't know. Horford, he went to Philly as well, so I guess that's going to be Horford and B's team and Simmons and other old boy free agency they had. I can't name escaping right now, but he signed a max deal and he'll be staying in Philly. So maybe that's the reason. Tobias Harris. Maybe that's the reason why Jimmy decided to bounce. He didn't want to be part of the a four-way thing. Him and B, Simmons and Harris. So I guess he decided to move on, do his own thing in Miami. Whatever. Another interesting thing that I saw in NBA free agency is the money and the contracts, man, they was going out fast. I mean, like within the first 4 or 5 hours, man, most of the big name free agents, they already made commitments and they were signed. The biggest names that are still out there, of course, Kawhi Leonard and DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, I don't know if you consider DeMarcus Cousins an A-lister, but as far as the big names, that's it, man. Those are the only ones that's left. The A- and the B tier, like people like Steph Curry and Brogdon from Milwaukee, who he moved on to the Pacers, man, they gone. They gone. Now, as a Laker fan, I'm not concerned. Everybody knows that we're out here big fish hunting, and we're waiting for Kawhi. A lot of people would say, well, if they're not going to get Kawhi, or if the plan wasn't to get Kawhi, they need to go ahead and spend that $32 million on 2, 3, 4, B tier free agents, shooters and whatnot. But I'm kind of like this. We're going for Kawhi, so if we have to wait, we have to wait. If we don't get Kawhi, there are still other guys out there that will be decent and good enough to put around LeBron and AD. Other people are still going to come for lower money. There's even talk about AI too, Iguodala, that he got traded to. I think it was Memphis, and I believe he's working on a buyout. Then there's the reports that he wants to come and play with the Lakers. So there'll be plenty of situations like that where veterans will want to come and play with the Lakers, play with LeBron and AD. So I'm not really worried too much about that. I mean, Seth Curry would have been nice. A couple of little shooters, holding on to Bullock, stuff like that. That would have been nice. But guess what, man? We'll find somebody else. Right now, watching NBA Summer League right now, Lakers playing the Miami Heat. The Lakers are going to find somebody. So, yeah, we missed out on some of the guys. But guess what? Next year be here, and then we're going to go through this all again. Because if they don't get Kawhi, I don't think the Lakers are going to give too many multi-year deals. Last year, they gave out a lot of 1-year deals, and And the results of that is like what everybody saw. The guys they got were kind of like trash. They weren't great. So I think what they would do this year is, not that it will make that much of a difference, but what I think they'll do this year is get a lot of those 1-and-1s. So like 1-year deals with the option of the second year or whatever. I think that's what they'll do to maybe attract a little bit type better player. But whatever the case is, whether we get Kawhi or we don't get Kawhi, I think the Lakers are in great shape. But of course, if we can get Kawhi, that's a wrap. It's over for the NBA for 5 or 6 years if we get Kawhi. Of course, everybody knows that. Now, LA Clippers. What happens if they don't get Kawhi? And the Lakers have already gotten AD. Maybe they might get DeMarcus. I don't know, but remember that rumor that we talked about yesterday about Kawhi's talking to KD about possibly teaming up with the Clippers? I told y'all that was a bunch of BS. I told y'all it was a bunch of BS. And the word was already out that Steve Ballmer, the billionaire owner of the Clippers, was pulling out false stories about, trying to create false stories to swing momentum into the Clippers' favor. I'm telling y'all. Ain't no big name free agent gonna sign with the Clippers, man. It just ain't gonna happen. I know they hung on to Patrick Beverly, their point guard. He's a nice little player, but he's not one of the big name players. That's probably the biggest move they're gonna get this summer. The Clippers, I believe, they're pretty much in the same shape as the Knicks. Yes, Ballmer is not the same owner as Sterling, the bad Clippers owner, but players ain't gonna want to come to a team that plays second fiddle to the Lakers. It just ain't gonna happen. So that's my update for you guys. Remember, like, share, and subscribe this video if you like it. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. Big shout out to the guys, like I said, who encouraged me and inspired me to do this video, these vlogs or whatever you want to call it. Tall Guy Car Reviews, Mr. Organic, and Dan the Laker Fan. You guys go out and check out their YouTube channels. I'm out. I'll get with you guys tomorrow for a future update. If Kawhi signs with the Lakers, there's a report that he's supposed to announce something at 7 p.m. tonight, Pacific time, so that's about 30 minutes. If he signs tonight with the Lakers, I'm going to go on live and we'll talk about that real quick. Other than that, I'll holler at y'all later.